Surprise! Hey, you guys. We're here. We're back. We're missing one of our crew, though.
Oh no.
I know. But as per not usual, but you guys are usually here, and Scott's usually here, and I'm usually here. We're missing one person. I'm not going to say who. You can put it down in the comments if you can guess who's missing. But that person called out today because they're sick. I think they went out last night and drank too much. Okay, so Scott, guess what we're back reading?
I don't remember the name of it.
Christopher Pike's Road to Nowhere.
Road to Nowhere. I should remember that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'll know it by the time we're done. You guys will too. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? So we picked up Poppy, whatever, and Freedom Jack.
Right.
What do you think is going on here? We didn't have our ID card for the beer.
Right.
The daddy's a priest.
Right.
The mom's a psychic.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what'll happen. Some more hijinks of some sort.
Okay, well, let's dig in and find out. I got my little cat paw. Look, this is so cute, my little kitty paw. Bookmark. Okay. They didn't reach the coast until an hour and a half later, after they had driven through Ventura. On the drive up there, Free drank 4 beers, sir. Did he get 2 cases of them? He about to get down, baby. Y'all about to stop again because he gonna have to pee. Poppy 2 and Teresa 1. Closing on Santa Barbara, the Black Pacific on their left, they finished the last of their donuts and milk. So y'all really had beer and donuts and milk? Y'all gonna have to stop a lot on the way. It ain't gonna be peeing. It's gonna be number 1 and 2 enough. Finally, the air tasted fresh and salty. Free dazzled Teresa with more card tricks and was in a jolly mood the whole time, probably because he drunk. He did one trick where he had Teresa name a card, and then he said he definitely used magic this time, made it appear in the back of her pants, back pocket of her pants.
All right.
Okay, girl. Okay. Try as Teresa might, she couldn't figure out how he had done it. I could have made it show up in your underwear, Free said, as he took the card back and slipped it into one of his deep pockets. Sir, you probably would have took that card back and just been like all day if it had been in her underwear. Like, y'all just met. I'm beginning to believe it, Teresa said, blushing. She was easily embarrassed when it came to talking about the actual matters, especially with a cute guy. She had begun to like Free, his outrageous charm, the pleasure he took in everything she said, his exaggerated displeasure with everything Poppy did. Well, damn. Of course, Poppy didn't say or do much of anything except smoke and stare out of the window at the rain-washed night. Teresa almost wished that Free had been hitchhiking alone. She didn't actively dislike Poppy. Not really. The girl just had problems that Teresa couldn't deal with. What problems she got? She ain't told you nothing. So how you know she problems? You just jealous. What? Why are you laughing? Oh God, Oreo Junior isn't here, but look at what showed up. My stalker. This is my stalker, y'all. Say hi to my stalker. Oh Lord. I get a restraining order. Free fidgeted in his seat. He simply couldn't still. So, girl. So, what are we going to do next? He asked. Do you want to listen to the radio? Teresa asked. She loved to crank the music up while she drove and drown out her thoughts. But so far, they hadn't turned on the radio once. Free brushed aside her suggestion. I'm not into canned entertainment, he said. I need something live, something that's got guts. Hey, I know what. Let's tell stories. Oh, girl, yes. I do it too. I'm doing it right now, yes. Teresa frowned. What kind of stories? Ghost stories, Free said. Horror stories. Real life stories. Anything. I don't care. Poppy and I do this all the time while we're on the road. It helps pass the time, didn't it, Poppy? The time always passes without our help, Poppy said. I like Poppy. Okay, Teresa may not like Poppy, but I like Poppy. Free turned around. You're in a lousy mood tonight. You should be the one to start. Come on, Poppy. Come on, Poppy Corn. That was her name. I was about to say Poppy Seed. It's Popcorn. Come on, Popcorn. Tell us the story of your life. Tell us how you became a big star. Oh, girl, yes. Better be a big star, girl. Is she like Beyonce? Is she like Mariah Carey? I would rather hear a story I hadn't heard before, Poppy said. Free raised an eyebrow, such as, I would like to hear Teresa Chafee's story, Poppy said. Teresa giggled uneasily. I don't know any stories. No, Free said. Poppy wants to hear the story of your life. I'm 18 years old, Teresa said. It wouldn't take all night to tell you everything that has happened to me. Girl, by 18, I had a lot of damn stories. That's sad. Scott, did you have stories to tell if you was on a long car ride? Would you have some stories to tell by 18? Would y'all put it in the comment section? What's y'all story?
A few stories.
You would? We have all night, Poppy said. Don't pressure the girl, Free snapped. He spoke to Teresa gently. Why don't you tell us what's going on in your life? How do you know anything's going on? Teresa asked. Free shrugged. You haven't told us where you're going and why you're going there in the middle of the night. Poppy and I got the impression you're running away from home. I mean, if you are, that's cool. How are we running away at 18, baby? You grown. You just making an adult decision. Okay? It's not running away if you 18. You're making an adult decision. The law says 18, you an adult. If you sign your name on something, you legally obligated to it. I mean, who wants to live at home when you can be out on the road? But hey, we're like everybody else. We're just curious. We're nosy. We want to hear the dirt. Did you want to lie somebody or something? So y'all just jumping in cars with possible unalivers? Teresa laughed. She laughed so hard that she almost steered the car off the road. Only Freedom Jack could have asked such a serious question and made it sound so trivial. No, Teresa said when she had calmed down enough to speak. I didn't unalive anybody. I wish I had, though.
Oh.
Who? Free said. This guy, Teresa said. This jerk I know. Girl, we already know it's your boyfriend. We already know it's your boyfriend. Because you over here sounding real bitter. Who? Poppy asked from the backseat. Teresa hesitated and felt a lump in her throat. She continued to feel hot. Maybe she was getting sick. Maybe she just needed to unburden herself. These two, they were strangers. And they would talk on the way up the coast, maybe even become casual friends. But then they'll go their separate ways and never see one another again. Who better to confide in? I believe that too. Look, let me tell you, the best conversations I've had, bars with who? Strangers. Y'all better go to them bars and meet them strangers, child. They be having good stories. Sometimes you get good advice. Anyway, she decided right then to tell them about Bill, oh Lord, the awful things he had done to her. His name was Bill Clark, Teresa said. He was my boyfriend. Why do you wish you had unalived him? Please asked. Okay, Free. I have my reasons, Teresa said. They met at a mall during Christmas vacation. The place was packed because it was only 2 days before the big holiday. Teresa was there with her mother trying to finish up some last-minute shopping. Actually, even though they were at the mall together and had come in the same car, they weren't shopping as a happy mother-daughter twosome. Teresa couldn't buy anything with her mother present because her mother inevitably told her how stupid she was being. Okay, girl, this is not unabusive. Okay, you're dumb. You want to buy that? You're dumb. You want to get that? You're stupid. Period. Her mama is abusive. Her mother didn't approve of anything she did, which caused Teresa to keep a low profile in her presence. Her mother didn't even like how she studied, laying on her bed and listening to music. And here she was, a straight A student or everything. Girl, your mama just judgmental, child. She sound like my mama. For the moment, thankfully, Teresa was alone to make her own decisions. She was hungry and stopped at the food section, which was huge. The selection was vast. Scott, remember in the 90s when the mall was like everything? It was like the place to be, or maybe not for Scott. Scott hates shopping. But remember?
No, yeah. Hanging out at the mall.
Yeah, the food court was the bomb.
That arcade.
Yeah, they had everything there. Hashtag bring that shit back. She could have Mexican, Italian, Chinese, or even American. She ended up at Carl's Jr. She liked the charbroiled chicken sandwiches. She had to get in a long line. After a minute or two, the guy in front of her turned around and his hands were also laden with bags. He had brown hair and brown eyes and a nice build. Okay, girl, hey. He also had dimples, hey. She noticed those first. She always liked dimples on a guy. They made anyone look less dangerous. She hadn't dated much, and guys still scared her a little. This one was about her age. It looks like it's going to be a long wait, the guy said. Teresa nodded. At least 15 minutes just to put our orders in. He nodded at her bags. Did you have something for everybody? She smiled. No, I ran out of money. I'm going to have a lot of people mad at me this year. Tell them to kick rocks. They probably ain't buy you nothing no way. Girl, they'll be fine. Actually, that wasn't true. She had brought something for everyone who might conceivably expect a present. It had broken her to do so. She had spent over $400. She'd make it back though, she told herself. She gave guitar and piano lessons every day after school. Oh, that's awesome. Y'all, if y'all play guitar, if y'all play piano, y'all should consider doing that on the side. That's a nice side gig. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that was. That's the cat toy. Sorry. She had been playing both instruments since she was 9 and was considered very good. She also wrote and sang songs, although only a few people knew that. Her best friend, Renee LaRoe, was one. She had spent $100 on a cashmere sweater from Nordstrom's for Renee, period. That's her girl. That's a good friend. In the 90s, $100 was a lot.
Seems like 400 on everybody told.
Girl, that's her best friend, honey. Okay, that's a good friend. That's what friends are for. Shout out to Dionne Warwick. You can't please everyone, the guy said. Ain't that the truth, she said. She was always trying to please people and thought it was because she was a nice person. No, you're codependent, ma'am. Although sometimes she did worry that she just wanted people to like her. She knew those weren't exactly the same. Are you here by yourself? The guy asked. My mom's around somewhere. We're supposed to meet at Walden Books. Girl, remember I used to love Walden Books. Hashtag bring that back too. Oh my God, they used to be like my favorite store. I used to live in Walden Books. Walden, Border Books. Like, honey, I was a book addict. Well, clearly. That's how we get this channel here. Anyway, in an hour. How about you? I came by myself. Do you know what you're getting for Christmas? It was an interesting question, she thought. I know my parents are getting me a new guitar because I had to help them pick it out. My brother, he lives in San Diego. He'll probably give me a gift certificate for clothes. He always does. Girl, that's good shit. He always does. My best friend will get me something totally off the wall. Something I'll never be able to use or even show anybody. A dildo. She gonna get her a dildo. What? That's what I would think. Dildo. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Sorry, that's my phone. I got a weird beat here. Sorry, just ignore that. If it comes on, just how about your boyfriend? The guy asked. Oh, girl, he cracking on you trying to get your number, girl. The question was probing. The fact didn't escape Teresa. But the guy asked it so easily that she didn't know if he was interested in her. He interested. She didn't even know if she wanted him to be. Lowering her hair shyly, she murmured, I don't have a boyfriend. Then I should buy you lunch. I would be like, oh, well, now I got a boyfriend. I do have a correction. I have a boyfriend. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Make him work for it, honey. She raised her head quickly. Pardon? Can I buy you lunch? Why? I mean, I don't even know your name. I'm Bill Clark. Girl, you don't even know in a few months you're gonna be riding in a car talking about how he ain't shit. .com, mil, org, gov, and edu. That's about to be you in a few months, ma'am. But let's see how this starts here. Who are you? Teresa? May I buy you lunch, Teresa? She felt her cheeks redden. Can I order anything I want? Bill smiled, showing his dimples. Anything you desire. Oh, honey, you got a girlfriend. You got a girlfriend. That's what I would be like. You got me. You got a girlfriend. They both ordered chicken sandwiches when the time came. Half an hour later, damn, that was a long line. By then, Teresa knew that Bill was a senior in high school like herself and that he was interested in astronomy. Oh, me too. And physics. I don't like physics. And that he wanted to journey to Mars before he was 40. This is Elon Musk. It's Elon Musk. This is before Elon Musk, but I think this is where Elon Musk might have got his idea from, for Mars. Huh? Y'all see Mars over there? Boom. By then, she also knew she wanted to go out with him. And when he asked for her number, I told you it's gonna get them digits, girl. After they'd eaten, she couldn't find a pen quick enough. Girl, I would have bit off the tip of my finger and wrote it in blood. Here, take it. I'm your girlfriend now. He picked her up for their first date 2 days after Christmas, which was a Saturday. Her parents grilled him for 30 minutes. Did they think he was stupid too? Before giving him full responsibility for their darling daughter's very existence on the planet. Bill took it all in stride. When they were in the car, he said his mom had unalived when he was a kid. Oh, that's sad. And that he never saw his dad because the man worked all the time. That's really sad. He's lonely. Oh, you can come get one of these cats. You can come get the cat that lives on our porch. There's a white cat that Scott keeps feeding and lives on our porch. You can get him. He'll keep you company. Teresa felt a pang of sympathy for Bill. Yet, at the same time, she couldn't imagine a more wonderful setup. That's because your mama be calling you stupid. They went to dinner, and Bill talked about the Big Bang Theory, the origins of the universe. He said that 15 billion years earlier, all matter in creation had been consolidated into a single point of mass as tiny as the period at the end of a sentence. Oh, yeah, baby. It just kept shrinking and shrinking, and then all that pressure just said, bam. But that this point exploded and generated trillions of degrees of heat and a great light that still glows faintly to this day. The background radiation of the universe, Bill called it, and it sounded so incredible because the light of the candles on their table was in his eyes, and he had shaved and dressed up just for her. When he was through talking, she asked him a question. Then what are we? She asked. What do you mean? If all the matter in the universe can be condensed into a period, doesn't that mean that we're like nothing? Just spirits floating around on a ghost planet? Bill nodded. That's true. All of matter is almost entirely space. Only a infinitesimal part of it is solid. Y'all get the book? Look it up. The point of me reading is y'all to get the book. So go on, get the book and figure that word out and come back and put it in the comment section. How do you pronounce that? Because I don't know.
Infinitesimal.
Oh, infinitesimal. Oh, Scott got it. Scott smart. That's why I'm with him. Then how come you can't see right through me? She asked. He smiled. Who says I can't? Who says I can't tell exactly what you're thinking right now? Who says I don't know what color panties you got? No, he didn't say that. I just made that up. Sorry.
Well,
I'm in that kind of mood. He smiled. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. What am I thinking? She didn't even know herself, but it was something about him. Everything about him. He was wonderful. The way he talked about important things, big things. All she had ever thought about was the smallest of things, herself and what others thought of her. That's because you're 18, child. Bill raised his glass of water, indicating she was to do the same. They chimed the crystal together. You're thinking you want to go out with me again, he said. You right, Bill. Hey, you got her, Bill. She up in here sharing her most intimate thoughts, and you got her, sir. You got this chick. I don't know if I can. She enjoyed watching his face fall. I mean, there's a lot of background radiation around you. He laughed. There's a lot of light around you, Teresa. Later, after a movie neither one of them enjoyed, he took her to his place. Oh, damn. Okay, girl. His father was at work. The man must have made big bucks. The house was gorgeous. Teresa felt nervous. She had never been alone with a guy late at night, but she was excited too, and she trusted Bill. She knew he wouldn't try to take advantage of her. They sat in the living room beside a huge aquarium of exotic fish. Yes. Bill remembered her comment at the mall about getting a new guitar. She hadn't talked about her music over dinner. She'd been too busy forming galaxies and creating planets for aliens beings to inhabit. His words had carried her to places she had never been before. Yes, girl, yes. Oh, girl, yes. Oh, Bill got you, honey. You might need to get up out that house, girl, because it sounds like it's gonna be bow chicka bow wow. So, have you been using your new guitar? He asked. Of course. I play it all the time. I played every day since I was 9. Bill was impressed. You're a real musician. She giggled. I'm not real, remember? Neither are you. Just a bunch of empty space playing with empty space. I have some empty space in the next room that looks, or I have some empty space in the next room that looks like an old guitar my dad never learned to play. Would you play it for me? She was shocked. Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm not a performer. Then who do you play for? He asked. She shrugged. I just play. I only play for other people when I give lessons. Bill stood. Then you can pretend you're giving me a lesson. I want to hear you. What? Why? Because I know you're going to be wonderful. He returned a minute later with a guitar that had seen better days. He sat on the chair across from her. The silver strings were rusty, and it took her several minutes to tune the instrument. Bill sat patiently while her heart pounded against her chest. Girl, just go ahead and build the damn song out. She knew she was good, but she didn't know his taste. It don't matter, girl. Just go ahead, serenade his ass. Put him to sleep, girl. He had said some nice things to her at dinner, but she had no real idea if he liked her the way she liked him. What would you like to hear? She said finally. I can just name any song and you'll know it. I don't know every song, but I know a few. Play one of your favorites, he said. I want to play one of your favorites. Teresa, what? Play something that you've composed and don't tell me you haven't written any songs. You have. I can tell. She was amazed. How can you tell? Because you're a creator. If you were there at the start of the Big Bang, I'm sure you would have done a great job organizing the universe. Maybe better than whoever did it. His remark was ridiculous, of course, but maybe that's why I touched her. So, girl, he just spit game at your child. He just spitting that game, baby. He good at it too, though. For 18, he real good. She knew then what she was going to play him. It was a song that she had written that morning while she was daydreaming about him. Yeah, girl, he got you wrapped. She just intended to play him the music. But hardly had she begun to strum the chorus, then her mouth opened and the words poured out. I'm not gonna sing it because I don't sing. I'm not Teresa, baby. Okay. So she sang a song. It's all these words right here. Again, y'all got to get the book, baby, to read them words. Men, if y'all out there and y'all want to catch some chicks, y'all might want to pay attention. Ladies, sing it to the men's, honey. Serenade them. They sat in silence when she finished, Bill staring at her. Her heart was no longer pounding. It had sunk into a warm glow of golden light at the beginning of a new creation. Yes, girl, he got you feeling some kind of way, and you saying to him. Bill smiled and shook his head. What is it called? He asked. The month of May. It's still December. It's a long way to May. Yeah, she said, I know. He got up and walked over to sit beside her. He leaned over and kissed her on the lips. It was enough for another 100 songs, 1,000 lovely nights. It was the first time she had ever kissed a boy, and she was glad it was this boy. He let go of her and shook his head once more. That was beautiful, he said. Thank you. When did you write it? She hesitated only a moment. This morning. He understood. You are beautiful, Teresa. You really think so? He about to hem you up, baby. He gonna have you feet to God, baby. He gonna have you horizontal, feet to God in a minute here. What say you, Scott?
Yeah.
It's about to they about to be bumping uglies. You really think so? He nodded, moving to kiss her again. I think May's just around the corner. I'm not going anywhere if you're not. He held on to her half the night. Where was there to go? Nowhere. Every other road led nowhere. He just used me, Teresa said. Teresa told Freedom Jack and Poppy Corn as she finished telling them about their first date. He made me think he cared about me when he didn't. Yeah, girl, he was hemming you up. Hell, I was falling for Bill. I was over here like, take it. Scott. I'm kidding. Scott, you would let me go with Bill?
I mean, you do what you want to do.
Anyway. Did you guys do it the first night? Free ass? I was wondering that too. Scott, were you wondering that? Were y'all wondering that?
I was wondering.
Talking about holding each other. Girl, what that mean? There are a lot of holdings that you could do. Jack, Poppy complained. I told you not to call me that, Free snapped. Well, really, Poppy said. Show some class. He ain't got none, girl. He didn't drink all them beers, child. He ain't got no class. We didn't sleep together that first night, Teresa said. But later, huh? Free said. Teresa hesitated. Sure, yeah. I was happy. I was having a good time. She gestured weakly. I was a fool. The bastard, Free said. What did he do to you? It's a long story, Teresa said. You have to tell us, Free said. Then he became still for a moment, rare for him. But I suppose it's our turn to talk. What do you say, Poppy? You never stop talking, Poppy said. Shut up. Gladly. You have to tell a story, Free complained. It's part of the deal we made with Teresa. Poppy lit another cigarette. Why don't you start and I can jump in when you get lost? It's a deal, Free said. Let's tell her about John Gerhardt and Candace Manville. Who are they? Teresa asked. Friends of ours, Free said. They led an interesting life. We knew them, and they had a kind of Romeo and Juliet romance. Teresa grimaced. I hope they didn't unalive themselves at the end. They were no Romeo and Juliet, Poppy mumbled. Let me tell you how it went, Free said.
Oh.
It's a storytelling mission, y'all. Okay, so in the comment section, What did you guys learn? If you learned anything, this is only like the second chapter. But if you learned anything like the pimp game from Bill, put it in the comment section. Scott, what did you learn?
I don't know. Bill's got the game.
Bill got a lot of game, baby. Bill is packing game, baby. Okay. Bill that dude. Okay. I learned don't you be going home with no men on the first date, child, unless you ready to bang, baby. Because Bill wrapped her right on up. He wrapped her right on up and pulled her right up in that room, gave her a guitar, had her sing, and said, "Girl, get on this bed. Get on this bed. I'm gonna hold you." So don't go home with nobody, men or women, unless you're ready to do. Okay. Scott, you got anything else?
No.
Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna get out of here. It's kind of late. Got to go eat dinner. So thank you guys for showing up and hanging out with us. We always enjoy having you. Hope you enjoyed the story. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good fun stuff. Oreo Ginger will be back next time. I think we might come back tomorrow because you want to hear the story. Y'all want to hear the story?
Yeah.
What Freedom Jack got? Because his shit wild. I can assure you. Him and Poppy Corn, both they shit wild. Like Teresa just regular degler. Them crazy. So anyway, I'll probably come back tomorrow because I want to give this story. So with that, from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace, love, happiness. Get a maricky dicky dink. We will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. We shall see though.